Good morning to all of you from another beautiful day here in Taipei. It's just past 10:30 a.m. in the morning.
And we are off to Beitou Thermal Valley. First we take the red metro line to Beitou Station, and from there we take a little metro to Xinbeitou.
So let's be on our way. We're now back on our local Zhongshan metro station, and we're taking the red line to Zhongshui, if I'm not mistaken.
Totally mistaken. The red line towards Tamsui, and we jump off in Beitou Station.
So let's be on our way and notice some kind of movie coming up. I'm not sure what
Looking like Godzilla up there.
some kind of Godzilla on it. Is it? No, you know what that is?
What it is?
Pacific Rim, isn't it?
Oh.
I think it is Pacific Rim. But that's how it's written in Chinese behind us. But let's be on our way. Terminal station.
Yeah.
Not Beitou.
Yeah, it's the terminal
Not Beitou.
station.
I'm getting confused.
The
Beitou?
line, yeah, the line is finished here. We just have to find the Xinbeitou train.
Yeah.
You see?
What are you looking at now? Is that where we're going?
Yeah, in Beitou. Now we have to go to Xinbeitou. We
Let's get a bit closer, we can see. From Beitou to
Xinbeitou.
there. This is the train we just arrived with. It's a very modern station, Beitou. There you can see from the sign how it's written in Chinese. So you follow the platform until about the middle, and then you can see that pink sign just above in the center of the picture, pointing down to Xinbeitou. That's the train we'll take to Beitou. So Maro will show the way. Follow Maro. Down the stairs and then up.
So waiting area is that way.
The waiting area is that way, as you can see. And there's everybody. The hot baths we're going to, of course. And there comes the train that will take us to Beitou. Beitou. Oh, I hope I said it right. There we go. As we come into the train, it's quite a unique train. You see? Pictures on the walls. Representing Beitou. Walk down a little bit. See? straight ahead. Maro's taking some photos, which we'll probably use on our Facebook and Instagram. If you haven't already followed us on Instagram or liked us on Facebook, please feel welcome to do so.
You press, there's a map, then it shows where it's hot spring and gourmet cuisines.
On this wall here, there's also a screen with information about the hot baths. We're here.
Terminal Station, Xinbeitou Station. Thank you for traveling on Taipei Metro.
We're up here. So we're here already. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at Xinbeitou. It's the train we just came on. Now we're probably gonna make our way down the escalator over here. Off goes the train to pick up some more passengers as we make our way downstairs. And as we make it down, we already find our first selfie position, which is this one. Before you start any daily excursion, I'm happy to say we do have toilets here close by. Here's a sign showing all the tourist spots. Here we have the Beitou Hot Springs Museum, Taipei Public Library, and not that I can't read, but I've got the viewfinder here, Xinbeitou Historic Station. And these for the Thermal Valley, which is probably the most important one to see. The outdoor public hot spring Plum Garden, and we have the Katagalan Culture Center and the Yangmingshan National Park. I think it's important to mention for those of you coming here between, well, from now March 2018 until the 26th of October 2018, the Beitou Hot Springs Museum will be closed for renovations, as it's written on this sign. Off to the Beitou Springs we go. When you come out of the station, this is what it's going to look like. So here you have the Beitou Station. Quite an impressive building. And here is a signboard with directions to some of the different places. See, nothing's very far away, max 350 meters at this point. And these distances are a little bit further, up to just over 1 kilometer away. So even out here, it's a baking hot day today. It's really, really warm. It's supposed to be spring. We're enjoying it. We're not complaining. It's ice cold back home. But now we're standing here in front of the station, and Maro will tell us where we're going first.
The first is the old railway station, which is just here at 10 meters.
So, 10 meters away from the station, the old railway station. Off we go. And as Maro just said, the old railway station is just 10 meters away from the new railway station. It's a lovely wooden building. This must be the opening times of the old railway station. 10 in the morning till 6 in the evening. Are we going inside, Maro?
I don't understand Chinese, but I understand from 27th of March to 30th of March it's probably closed.
So I guess we're not going in.
No, the opening times are from 10 till 6, but I don't understand the Chinese, but I understand the dates. 27th of March to 30th of March, I guess it's closed.
Well, the door's not opening at least. It would have been nice to have gone inside, but that's just how it is. So we can't go inside and have a look. Let's at least look at the poster hanging outside. It's quite a nice poster. Maro, did you get a photo of this poster?
Yeah, I did.
Good. So watch out for this poster. It might come up on our Instagram or Facebook account. This is a camera firmly pressed up against the window, so you can get some kind of view what it looks like inside.
Well, that was a charming old railway station.
Was it charming?
Yes,
Or was it charming?
charming,
Charming.
charming.
I agree with her. It was very charming. Now we're going to make our way to the thermal baths.
Yeah, Thermal Valley.
Let's go. Waiting to cross the road here. few maps and directions again. So we're going to the Beitou Springs. So when you cross the road, just follow the park straight ahead. There's a landmark straight ahead you can use also to make sure you're in the right place. The park here next to the pavement is actually very lovely. Here's the first river. Just wondering if it's hot, but I don't see any steam coming off and I don't smell anything. The building I just mentioned as a landmark, right, with the green logo, look at the ropes coming off the front of it. It's actually the Kitakalan Culture Center. It's a lovely building. I was just showing it to the viewers. Down there, there's a lady walking on the massage stones that we tried walking on yesterday. And it's not an easy task. Watch the video from our walk in the Peace Park. A hot day like this, I really could do with a swim.
You can see that it's spring because the green is so light.
It's a very light green. I guess the dogs don't like the ambulances. So it's just a choir. Let's make our way down into the park and walk there instead. Look at that route on the wall. I must say one more time, if you're considering coming to Taipei, do it. It's so worth it. There's so much to see, so much to do. We're going to make our way to the left, following those signs ahead. Look at this building here. There's a pond straight ahead. Beautiful blue skies, a couple of clouds here and there, lots of sunshine. And here's one of my favorite trees, the bottle brush tree. I've always loved the very unique bottle brush flowers. Look at this pond. Oh, let's move on back onto the road. It looks like we can go straight ahead from here. Lead the way, Maro. Looks like that could be the public baths building. And here we have the Hot Springs Museum, which, as we mentioned before, is under renovations until October 2018. So we're not going to walk on the road, we're taking this little garden path down the side along the river. There's a nice little pool. Looks like the water is starting to get that milky color, the milky sulfur water, kind of milky. Nice area to sit there in the shade next to the river. Just look at that. We're going to be walking straight ahead on this pavement now. Quite something, isn't it? There's a waterfall coming up on the left. I'll stand on one of those benches in a moment and show it to you. Maro's going down. Just look at this. Lovely. Absolutely stunning. Maro's gone in for a closer look. It looks like you're allowed. Everybody else is here too. And I think I can smell the river a little bit from here. Quite something, and I know it gets better and better as we go along the river. Totally milky. What do you think? So up to the right hand side of the bridge is a public assembly. And we're continuing up the road to the outdoor springs. Another place to stop and enjoy the view. Listen to that water. Coming up on a little bridge crossing there. We'll just figure out whether we're going to go straight or turn left over the bridge. Looks like a nice little place to have a pit stop in the shade. Definitely a photographing area also. See the path goes in there behind the trees too. It doesn't smell bad, but there is a slight scent or odor from the river, but nothing bad at all. It's the bridge we just crossed over, and Maro is somewhere over here. There she is, coming over there. One of my favorite things about Asia is these little nature trails and hikes. The thing about being so much taller than Maro, these selfie shots with the background are quite difficult to do. Because if I raise it too far, or if I put the camera too far back, Maro's not in the picture. Something like that. So just look at that waterfall there behind us. A small waterfall. We're going to continue straight ahead next to the river. Look at this huge bamboo tree leaning or hanging over the water. It's huge, isn't it?
I start to smell a little bit more sulfur.
I smell it too. Okay, here's a map. Where are we now?
We are here. And luckily we saw the map because we were actually going somewhere this way and the Thermal Valley is up there. So we go back and go exactly there where we...
Well, why don't we just follow the road that we're following now, come back and then go back to the thermal after?
Because there's nothing here.
Okay, well then we go to the other one and then we go see what there is.
There.
Yeah, we go that way, then we double back and then we go straight ahead on this road and see what you're going to come all the way to Taipei and not go all the way to the end there too. So it's not that we're trying to draw this video out and make it longer, we just took the wrong path. Nonetheless, we both hope that you're enjoying this video. We just want to show you as much as possible what the area looks like around also, so you know what to expect when you get here. And here's a sign saying that you can't put your feet in the water. I'm not sure whether it's because the water is very hot or because you have bacteria on your foot. I think it's more that the water is hot. And here again, coming up to another hotel. It's a kiosk and some toilets I can see. It really is a hotel resort area. Apparently this is very popular with the Japanese people. And we're still en route to the Thermal Valley, which is straight ahead. Maro's waiting patiently, as I always say. This really is like a little resort town. So if you're visiting Taiwan, here's a little tip, especially for the Europeans. Those of you who like thermal baths, this might be a place to visit also and spend some time during the winter. Looking very nice, and there are plenty of hotels. There's one of them just behind us over there. Here's the river again. We must go straight ahead, and the Thermal Valley is 160 meters from here. And there you go, we're going out right in that direction. And first things first, we're going over there to have a beverage, more than likely a beer. I saw that they had bubble tea. I think it's going to be prices are reasonable, 2 Taiwanese beers for us. Unfortunately, there are not many tables outside, so we can't sit there right now. Maybe if somebody gets up, we can move in a moment. We ordered 2 Taiwanese beers and black milk bubble tea. Didn't take Maro long to open that beer.
I'm so thirsty. Cheers.
Cheers. Price was pretty reasonable. 2 beers and a bubble tea for 160.
Very reasonable.
Not bad at all.
For a place like that.
Yeah, when you consider it's a tourist attraction area.
Yeah.
Not bad, this Taiwanese beer. We also have bubble milk tea on the way, so we can be sure this is going to be curdling in our stomachs as we walk up to the Thermal Hot Springs Valley.
It's all yours.
Thank you very much. Look at that. We got our bubble tea. Last time we drank a bubble tea was in Kuala Lumpur. If you haven't seen the video for that yet, please go watch it. If you feel like to watch it at least, you can find it. I'll leave it in the comments section, pinned down below, a link to that video. But let's try this. As good as Kuala Lumpur. A little bit more chewy bubbles. So that was nice with a drink to cool off over there in the cafe. The prices were reasonable. Now we're going to carry on up to the Thermal Valley.
The main reason why we are here.
Thermal Valley is straight ahead. Looks like a souvenir shop by the entrance, and also a place where you can have a drink if you prefer to have it here.
So the water is extremely hot. Don't put your feet on the water.
So you've been warned. Now as we get closer, it starts to have a little bit of a sulfur smell. There is a sulfur smell in the air, but it's not as bad as people have said. Let's see if it gets more when we get to the big pool. Just behind the trees there, you can see the main pool. It's closer than I thought it was. Well, then it really doesn't smell as bad as everybody says it did. Look how the steam's coming off the top of the water.
It's like witch's cauldron.
It is like a witch's cauldron. But the smell is definitely not as bad as everybody said it was. Okay, the steam's going in the other direction, so maybe that's why we can't smell it, but definitely
Now
not.
it came a little bit.
Now it came, yeah.
When the wind turns.
Yeah, when the wind turns on you, it smells, but not so bad. If you look closely now, the wind's blowing the other way. You can see the steam coming through the fence. You see it there? I can see some coming through now.
It is very hot.
You can feel the warmth from it.
You can feel it.
Yeah, and smell it now. The spring is very impressive. You can see from the signboard it's a green spring. Look at it's rising, the steam. Maro's over there at the sign getting some facts.
It was actually first opened to public to cook eggs.
An egg cooking place. You can see information about the spring written in both English and Chinese. If you want to read it, I suggest you pause the video now and read about it. Just above the sign or information board, there's a little temple. I take it it's a Buddhist temple. It's nice to see that the spring surrounded with so much greenery also. Really makes a nice contrast between the spring and the trees. And here we have a little waterfall at the end of the spring path. Here we are standing at the end of the lake. So this is where the best view comes. There you can see the water bubbles down there. The boiling water. I think it's around 90 degrees C the water reaches. Look how the wind's playing with that steam. So the Thermal Valley with its beautiful lake with the steam coming off it behind us has been a worthwhile visit. Now we're going to start making our way back down to the station. We're going to take a different route down, and on the way down we hope to go past the
Plum Garden.
And see what that is. And after that we'll wrap the video off. We hope you've been enjoying it so far. Or should I say, we hope you've been enjoying the video so far, and if you have, please don't forget to leave a like down below. And well, let's continue walking.
Yep.
Looks like the drain water we cross is hot also. I don't know, I just got to go up under this sign and go up. It's like there's a park there. We want to see what's there. Oh, it's like a little jungle path. We'll follow it a bit and then go out on the main path again. Well, it looks like we missed the Plum Garden. We must have walked right past it. Looks like we have to go back the way we came. Are we going to do it?
Well, we can go to check what it is.
Yeah, let's go up and have a look.
Yep.
So, back up that way we go. So here it is, located just next to the private hot spring. This is the Plum Garden. We're still not quite sure what the Plum Garden is. So let's go in for a closer look. You can see from the sign that admission is free. So we'll also go inside and see what's there. Definitely a old wooden house. And this is what the house looked like inside. Very polished floors. So it's late afternoon. Maro and I have had a fantastic day walking around these hot springs. It's been a really nice experience. If you enjoyed watching the video, please don't forget to leave us a like down below. It really does help the channel. And if you haven't already done so, and if you enjoyed the video, please do subscribe for more videos like this. We gotta head down to the station now, and then we gotta head back to our hotel. So we'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.
Bye bye.